Hello everyone and welcome, my name's Ali, and today we're going to be discussing all of the known multiplayer details for the new Call of Duty game, Call of Duty Ghosts. For those of you guys that missed out on all of the big news yesterday, there was the announcement and reveal of a new Xbox One console, there was a new Ghost trailer, a new Ghost behind the scenes video. All of that was covered on my channel yesterday, so if you haven't seen it, just check out those videos first. There'll be links on screen and in the description, then come back here. Now within this video, we've got lots of things to cover, including DLC for the new Call of Duty game, movement features, maps, and characters as well. There's lots of things to cover, so let's jump into it. So just so you're well aware, at the moment we are literally scratching the surface of the multiplayer details for Call of Duty Ghosts. We've just had the reveal for the game. We'll be getting gameplay from single player around June time at E3, which is between the 10th and 13th of June, and then multiplayer we don't get full official details until around August time. So this is very early information, but I know you guys want to know absolutely everything, and of course once we get more details throughout the year, I'll keep you guys updated. So in the background here you're going to see clips of the new Ghost graphics compared to Modern Warfare 3 and some highlights from the Xbox One event. But the first details of Call of Duty Ghosts multiplayer comes in the form of DLC. Now this is very interesting. For the last few years we've seen all of the Call of Duty DLC launch a month before its counterpart on PlayStation 3 and PC on the Xbox. So Xbox users have got all DLC about a month early. Now this is actually going to be continuing in the form of the Xbox One, where all downloadable content for Call of Duty will be coming out first on Xbox One and then will follow on other platforms.
And they are the #1 series in games today and one of the biggest franchises in entertainment history. And just like on Xbox 360, all downloadable content for Call of Duty will launch exclusively first on Xbox One.
So if at this point you are unsure whether or not you want the Xbox One or the PS4 and you're playing your console mainly for Call of Duty, it's a very big reason to get the Xbox One over the PlayStation 4. Now the next piece of multiplayer information is very exciting. I've talked about this quite a lot recently, but now we actually get to see action and gameplay of these new movement features being shown within Call of Duty Ghosts. Now the first movement feature is leaning. This has actually been around for pretty much the beginning of Call of Duty if you played on PC, but it's never been available on console, and now the leaning feature is coming to console. In the background here you can see it in action. We don't know exactly which buttons you have to press to enable this leaning feature, but it's going to really change the competitive aspect of multiplayer if you can now lean around corners and get very long lines of sight without showing very much of your body at all. One of the other cool movement features within Call of Duty Ghosts is the ability to jump and leap over objects within one fluid motion rather than stopping. Now, this was available on objects that were low down. If you ran at it and jumped and crouched at the same time, your body and character would just leap over in one motion. But now this is actually going to be integrated nice and seamlessly. So if you simply run at an object and just jump over it, you're going to fly over it, continue running, and it's not going to slow you down at all. It's going to make running around the map a lot quicker, and this will mean that the multiplayer action within Call of Duty Ghosts will be nice and fast paced. Now the final new movement feature that has been confirmed for Call of Duty Ghosts is the ability to slide. Now this is very similar to the Dolphin Dive, apart from the jumping animation. You simply run, sprint, and then slide into cover. This has been seen in many other first person shooters, many other games, but it's very cool. It's very good if you're running towards cover and you want to slide very quickly into it, or even just running at an enemy. It's like a very quick drop shot, but you actually get that sliding animation in there as well. It'll be interesting to see how this is implemented. Again, we don't know which buttons you have to press to actually use this, but it's a very cool new feature that will definitely switch up how multiplayer is played. Now the next pieces of multiplayer information are very cool, something we haven't seen within Call of Duty before. First one being the actual maps, the way they interact with you, the way they can change. Parts of the maps can move, so for example if a building falls over, that's then going to cut off certain parts of the map. We've seen logs fall over over. We've seen things crush cars on the map, so it's going to really switch up the way you play. You're going to have to be careful of the map around you. Rather than it just being an inanimate map that you're playing on, things can change and you've got to be aware of that. Now the final thing is character customization. Now this is very, very cool. We saw very basic versions of this actually within Black Ops 1, where you could add face paints to your character, but that was very, very small customization. Within Call of Duty Ghosts, as far as we can see, there's going to be a lot more character customization in terms of the look, in terms of what your character is wearing, and I assume in terms of what loadout you use within multiplayer, that will also change what your character looks like and how it is defined. So when you're running around the map within multiplayer, if you see someone wearing something or if you see a gun on his back, it's going to exactly define what that character is using and his class setup, which is going to be very, very cool. And all of these things are new to Call of Duty. It's going to really switch up multiplayer, which I'm really excited about, since Call of Duty multiplayer has not changed very much at all over the past few years. Adding in all these new features and many more. Remember, we're just scratching the surface of multiplayer at the moment. We don't normally get the multiplayer reveal until around August this year, so that's when we get more details. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know if there's anything specifically that you're really looking forward to out of this information for multiplayer. It is very exciting indeed. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Make sure you've checked out all of my other videos as well, including the Xbox One console reveal, some gameplay, some specs versus the PlayStation 4 console and the Xbox One console, and of course the Call of Duty Ghost trailer that launched yesterday as well. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you on my next video.